there.
Because social support. So we definitely need to know the legal
I'll be
aspect.
right back.
Why it's possible for the man to raise the rent or the corporation. It's definitely monopoly. And with that, we definitely, let's do it. Bottom line.
So next on stack is
Rita, I just wanted to add that when it started happening at our building, the whole condo thing, I reached out to Los Angeles Magazine, a friend of mine that writes for Curb, an investigative journalist that writes books, and I sent an email today to LAist and the Downtown News. And really, with the idea that the bigger picture isn't that we're going to get thrown out of our building because we can't buy, but this is going to happen, and this is going to become New York and London and San Francisco. And can I get your help to stop this now? Before, and nobody's interested, so I'm only putting this out there. If anyone has an idea or can help me write something, because I think I'm a pretty good writer, but thus far, I haven't been able to light a fire, nobody really cares. I want to get these people to care and write about it. One of my friend at Los Angeles Magazine is part of the Conservancy, and they've done great work in saving buildings, but now I feel like they need to save people. And I was as eloquent as possible, and I can't get responses on this, so I'm open to help. That's
Awesome. You and Alyssa need to connect,
Yeah.
because she's got the media networks, and you've got a story to
Yeah,
tell.
I need a nice spiel to send my contacts to
You're
get
still
them.
in your building?
Yeah, it could be a year before we're out, but we just don't like it. We don't like how they're going about it. Because everybody on the association feels like it's inevitable, but don't screw us too. Give us the notice we need and the relocation fees.
I was pushed out of Santa Monica, so I was.
I was pushed out of Silver Lake. It took them a while, but I bounced around to tiny places. So that's my piece.
so next on stack is Deva.
I totally get where you're coming from. Don't fuck up your credit. I get where you're coming from, and if you want to move someplace else, yeah. I hear what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying.
I agree with you. And I think, just to respond
You have
to
history. You have history. Go ahead. Respond.
I think what is good is to really create a long-term plan.
Long-term plan. Yeah,
You know,
I
like I
agree.
said, the issue is no longer about me. It's about all of us.
Yeah.
And I will do this one way or another. Wherever I move, I'll still be doing the same thing.
or something like that. I missed
It's like it's a passion. And so for us, maybe this is a starting point to really get serious in terms of organizing.
Yeah.
That's the only guarantee that we're going to have. From my experience acting this since the 80s, this is the only guarantee when we organize and really seriously tackle the problem. Then that's only then we can resolve many of these problems. I mean, I don't see any shortcut because sometimes we tend to do a shortcut that you have to resolve the problem so immediately. The problem is so huge. How would you fight the 1%? They have the infrastructure on the river. They have the military, the police is on their side, the Supreme Court and so forth, the lobbyists in Washington DC. They have everything. And so the only guarantee that we have is to really seriously and organize like this. I'm really looking at the long-term view and really be serious about this because they're not kidding around. And so when the manufacturing base of the United States is done, that means there is no job and it doesn't have the issues. But we can go on, but let's focus on gentrification for now. And maybe create a long-term plan for all of us. It's not about me, it's about all of us.
So
I'm
it's
still on stack. I let him respond. I'm in this fight with you as long as you want to fight and when you're ready to move. Let's fight.
No, we'll move, and we'll keep fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll try whatever,
I'm not saying that's not right.
It will be so the possibility, you cannot give
Yeah,
up.
and make a long-term plan.
No,
Yeah,
no plan
I
on
hear
that.
what you're saying.
So hopefully, people
Yeah.
will join committees of gentrification.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you tend to talk big, and there's no committees, there's no.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna assign
That's all.
everybody some tasks. Sorry, everybody's got homework.
No plan on that.
Go ahead.
okay, so we have Elise and then Steve Beretta.
Okay, I would say we should start coalition building. You know, the organization that popped into my mind was Agenda, because I was with them organizing against the school group development that took the wetlands, you know, in the nineties. So there's a lot of other community organizations out there that we should be targeting to coalition build with. And we should probably like brainstorm other.
Yeah, obviously, LA
organizations.
can. You said agenda. You said one earlier, conservancy.
Oh, the LA Conservancy building.
Okay, and then in terms of the long term, my second point is that, you know, it's gonna sound big, but I think we should, you know, in building the coalition, we should buy. Now, there's a building in kind of the, Eco area, I think it is, there's a, I can't know his name, the guy that, yeah, I think he has a Greek name, but he has the Peace Center. He owns the building and he makes the space available, because he's just that progressive.
This is the Peace Center.
The Peace Center. Okay, so now there's somebody that might help us buy. I think we need to buy like a big warehouse where we can incubate worker cooperatives, where we can have a community center, where we can house other businesses. I think that we can, you know, have in coalition with us, other organizations that need space. Essentially like a big hacker space for progressive organizations.
Yeah, a hub.
A hub, a progressive hub.
Steve?
And so we need a capital campaign to raise capital.
Oh, capital for anti-capitalism.
I'm sorry, it's my turn. What I was gonna say, number one, I have a friend of mine named John Parker, and he rents out space. He's been an activist, well, since I've been here in '98. He's getting information about, like, finding spaces. What I wanted to say about this is that, I don't think you should be paying, like, the amount of money, $8,200, it sucks, excuse me. You should go out and find another space. I know it sounds easy, but then again, it's a victory because one more person's gonna be moving out. So, yeah, you gotta look at the broader issue. You're right. It's not about you. It's like real as life. So it gets down to the reality of the situation. You gotta look at the broader picture, the broader scope.
Okay, so, yeah.
I was gonna say that the part of our victory could be just a media campaign to blacken this guy's name and to blacken the whole gentrification, you know, process with a media blitz. But then the long-term victory can be us getting a different space, which is ours through time, not just temporarily until we get moved out.
I'd love to. I'll show you it again. I got a program on Monday nights. Give me the information. I'll do it. I'll help you with it.
Right now, we Google Isaac Showon. He's like a neighborhood saver. Like he comes in and what good PR. But he did help produce the movie For the Love of Money.
That was his family story, actually, that was about his family, about his community. What I think is, you know, like I said, through experience, the rent is negotiable, and I've experienced if you let people keep pushing you, they will never stop. You know, that's why I think, like I said, yeah, you could go ahead and opt, but even Fernando's told me it's hard because he's still looking. Okay, he had one spot he thought was right on Second Main and then MacArthur Park, but then each one is going to need, you know, investment time to remodel. And I've learned through 25 years of activism, they will never stop marginalizing. They will never stop unless you make them stop. That's why I keep asking, and I know he thinks it's, but it is negotiable because we've worked with Isaac. You can, you know, talk him down because it is possible. It is possible. And like I said, this is evidence. You can negotiate, appeal to him on a humanitarian level. And capital, I mean, you might hate me for this, but I don't care.
Okay, it is not negative because, okay, there's just as much responsibility with being poor and broke and surviving as being rich and having responsibility to use that money effectively to serve the community. Okay, so the issue is we can continue to, if you all don't want to be here, then I will go when you move. Okay, if you want to be here, we continue to negotiate with Isaac and the city and the board of supervisors, or else there's no reason to meet. See, we get things done. We don't waste time.
Yeah,
All right?
we can't waste
You know, I mean, no offense, but you people didn't do anything with Occupy. You wasted all that time and didn't do anything. Don't hate me, but I
I know, but let's just not get
This
offensive.
is not
Like, we're on such a
Occupy.
good level. I mean, you know, we just.
Why are we
need
talking-
something done.
Why are we talking about Occupy? This is not Occupy, so,
If we're
like,
gonna stay here, then let's stay. If not, then
Alright, so let's talk about getting stuff done, let's talk about work. I'd say, this is a very sick symptom of going to business school, is that you like to make matrices and charts and stuff. I just invented this, I don't know if it's gonna work, if everything's gonna fit in here, but let's try and see. Okay, so, we just talked about short-term and long-term strategies, like the now is like getting some people booked in here to do art shows and getting some classes going and meeting with the city council and negotiating with the landlord. That's the like now, right? And then the long term is conversations about gentrification in general, like what's going on in our community in the long term, how do we take a stand that's gonna be lasting and meaningful, how do we work with past successes, like LA Can's work, and build upon them so that we can really have a foothold in the communities that we wanna be in, and not get constantly pushed out. So, if I were to just like do this offhand, I'd say that like long-term digital, that's like where Alyssa's at, right? Like she's like long-term media campaigns. You were talking about writing, you know, doing some coverage in like LA Magazine, stuff like that, right? The short-term digital is like stuff that Benji's doing, right? Like he's right now Yelping, Facebooking, Instagramming, trying to get people aware of F-Square, what it really stands for. It's here now, it could move, but all of that media follows it forever and ever. That's an asset that will belong to Fernando and the community center long after this particular action is over. So here's where we're talking about like social stuff.
Press release and
We need a press release.
Conference.
So I split this between digital and booths, right? So digital stuff is stuff like Benji can do, building online content all the time, getting that stuff blasted out on the internet, all of these things. Booth stuff is like Michelle and I actually walking down to City Hall and having a meeting with people. So this is short-term, boots on the ground, like meeting the landlord, meeting the city council. And then, I don't really know what falls in this like long-term boots on the ground thing. I don't know what's over here. Is this like our unforeseen future, or does anybody have an idea?
The capital campaign by building.
Okay, so there's one idea. Do we want to, you know, move, build?
I see Franklin.
Can I spell buy?
I think, I don't know where it might fall, but as a short-term way of increasing the awareness of F-Square print into the public would be conducting some educational classes, such as how to use a computer, you know, some
Right,
basic
this is where the
skills.
classes are.
And
This is where the parties.
Oh, absolutely, why not?
Ruby on Rails.
Probably like, yeah, classes basically, yeah.
Classes, parties. We said yoga, and in honor of saying solidarity, it will always be free yoga.
or for donation.
And if somebody wants to drop something in the hat, I mean, everything should be donated, sliding scale, etc. So can I just go around the room and just have people say like what they feel they might be able to do something on? Like for me, I know that I'm going to the meeting, right? I also know that I found somebody to do a yoga class. I'm probably not gonna have a lot of time for these two, considering that I'm doing this right now, so.
We just can exchange information,
So Rita,
that's what I can be here.
so Rita, I'm gonna put you in like long-term strategy, like you're not interested in tweeting about what we're doing at F-Square every
I won't
day?
be much good at that.
Okay,
to be
so I'm
honest.
gonna-
This is what I can do.
Quickly, I just started the Save F-Square on Facebook group.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put all these pictures on the Instagram and on the Facebook group.
Did you take pictures of this paper?
Yeah, we got some up there, they're on Yelp too.
Yeah, I took a bunch of the pictures for Instagram.
Cool.
You guys.
I have your contact info, right?
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
I can add you guys too if you want to give me your Facebook thingy. Or your email, whatever it is.
I'm gonna stop you about the LA Magazine thing. Alright, so Benji's over here. I'm just now gonna go around in order. So Alyssa?
Okay, so I'm about to yell. I'm going to go on the website and clean it up a little bit.
Okay.
So I'll be,
That's here.
right, I'll also be on the F Square website. I don't know that I can make it tomorrow, I'm just having a spinal injury, but I think Thursday, about the community public to be easier for me. And then I'm gonna coordinate with Rita and maybe bring it back to the group today to talk about alternative, the indie group engagements that we work with, media campaigns to address gentrification, which will hopefully galvanize those other media networks to want to do stories about it.
Right, so
because
this
it'll
is
make them go
long-term.
viral on Facebook.
Yeah, okay, so you're almost in all the boxes. Thank you.
And
Yeah.
I think the short-term goal should be really occupying and create some kind of protest.
Here.
Because the urgency, no, I mean City Hall.
Oh, in
something
general.
In general.
Okay.
So you can really pay attention to the problem. Because, okay, you have all that,
Nice.
So you want to organize an action?
I think that should be, because you have the media people that are here, you know, I think that could be an action. You have the Occupy people and so forth.
You have a semi-action going with your petition right now, which I totally should have mentioned when there were all these other people sitting here, but there's a petition
We
that
already-
you should get online also, so can we get the petition migrated to our media outlets online? Yeah.
What's
And,
the, like,
in that box, you should also put the, webpage that you started on.
Oh, which is square.org. Which I'm open to all contributions.
it's on that flyer. You guys have it.
The reason I'm saying that also is that, because if we don't have no more space, then we cannot also, I mean, we still can convert, you know, but we cannot have the place. So it's like what you're talking about in terms of having yoga and so forth, you know.
What's the link for the petition?
It's not digital yet, it's just Nas has it on paper. We should get it digital, and then we should make sure that we're sending constant updates as a form of action to your city council member. He should be getting annoyed on his inbox, his fax machine, with letters and petitions and all that stuff, so that he knows that his constituents care, right? Like, so that he knows his constituents.
MoveOn.org, has like 600 people that we should like mail that out to on the MoveOn.org, LA.
Cool, so I'm gonna put Liz, move on.
Okay, I have a question. Oh, sorry, I'm totally interrupting. So I think I just heard you mention that there were city council people that we should be contacting by email.
Right.
Can you possibly message me the email so that maybe I can get a big social media thing to get people going on that? Okay.
And we'll phrase like a statement that we want to make, like what our demands are essentially, and then hopefully people like you and Alyssa, who are so well connected, can get a bunch of people to send it into Weezer and be like, hey, we're your constituents, we live in the city of LA or even possibly in this district, you should be listening to what we want. So I'm going to put you there so that we can get stuff to you on that. Sorry, I forgot your name. I just wanted to go around the circle and see what folks wanted to do.
As I mentioned, I'm part of this organization, Aware LA, and I will bring all this information back to Aware as kind of that community collaboration type effort. But also, I think, kind of like Michelle was saying, also really interesting how we take this microcosm of the experience and look up from the top to say, how do we address this gentrification issue as a whole that is affecting this business? And that's the conversation that's kind of happening with Aware. And so I'm not sure who's best to be in touch with what's going on here, but I'd love to maintain the connection to see what the relationship will be.
So I sent the document in this box, which is like long-term boots on the ground, Aware LA, map, like how do we get this into the bigger story about holding communities down? And I just go around in a circle and get people's commitments real quick, Big Mac.
Well, I want to know, as far as board part of it.
Is there as for
but I
Twitter?
want to know the legal aspect.
No.
Why can they actually raise?
How about a
we need to be aware.
anti-gentrification Twitter?
And also because, like I said, the bottom line, it lease and that lease, so the little stuff is kind of like, the real aspect, they should put it out there. What goes in the, we fight against. Because, and then for the YouTube coverage, like I said, individuals and watch and business or fight gentrification. So I want to commend it, try to listen to that word and try to do that. And I definitely don't know the total legal aspect of the lease or how is it possible we can go 85% up. So we need to know.
So I put you down in short term for the YouTube video for media coverage.
You know-
And then I put you also in this legal thing because I think LA Can has lawyers. Can we consult with your lawyers?
I'm just a member, I can't speak on behalf of White and Becky Dennison, I could do a liaison and you contact them, I can't speak on behalf of non-residents or Barbara, who are two of their council originally. So, we could ask them, I don't know,
Or does anybody else got any lawyer friends they want to volunteer right now? ACLU.
Legal aid, legal aid.
ask, we even have, tenant landlord dispute, legal aid every Wednesday, but that's residential.
Take it off, Jen.
No, it's open.
Take it off. Good night.
Sorry, I didn't put you down for social media.
Yeah, but say in regards to short term, we're gonna try to.
Sorry, I want to get a couple more.
Okay, hug break, hug break.
No, yeah, so I'm gonna try to be.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Love you more.
I'm gonna try to be on point and put the notes and status updates on escrow.org and the Facebook page, and then I'm gonna need some help putting all this information down on the Facebook group. I already invited a couple of y'all. I just need to get on my computer and send some emails.
Sorry, I just want to get EJ, and then you.
Forgetting something.
No.
Will you come to the meeting with city council member? You're his constituent. Thursday at 3. Yeah, maybe we'll meet here before. You live here in Alexandria? This Thursday? Yeah, Thursday at 3.
Maybe I could do like an event page to remind people.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be like, they're not gonna give us a lot of time. We're just supposed to come in and say, we have a plan. Will you talk to the landlord? Either give us some more time, or at least they know that there's a bunch of people that live in the area that care enough that want a community center and don't want to see this happening again and again, so. Yeah? Pretty big.
What's your target?
The old rent. But.
That might be a
Yeah.
pill for them to swallow, But I like to see the passion that you guys have for always talk about community. And one thing is for sure, you guys are driven, so whatever goal that you come up with, I'm sure that it's going to happen.
I'm gonna text
Does
you.
it inspire you yet? Does it inspire you yet?
Oh man, I'm here right now.
Oh, EJ, did you put your cell phone number on the list?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna text you like 2:30 before, so we can meet at City Hall and then go in together.
Okay.
Yeah, I just made it up right now, but.
I'm out of the City Hall if you don't know.
You two are covered, or?
I was just gonna say, long term, I'll incubate over Barbara in a hackerspace once we get a.
Okay. Once we get a what? what do you need from us to keep
Community
going?
center.
If we have to have a community center before you'll build us another community center? I can be demanding, I'm her only daughter. Okay, Sarah? Oh, Steve.
Yes. Oh,
I'm just gonna go around, which will put you last.
I say you go first.
Okay.
I'm actually part of a few community open mics, like I go to one at the last bookstore, there's a few that I go to in the city of Bell, and Loyal Heights. I can spread the word, and I know I'm friends with a lot of people who are parts of organizations in different parts of the city, and they're fighting the same things that this organization is, making those connections and just supporting each other, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I can talk to that. And I can also come to the city council meeting if I'm busy. So.
Cool, so I got Sarah and EJ for the meeting here. And then I'm gonna also put you down for, maybe organizing like an open mic here? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to, the city council, we could have come out. So, but also, this young man, like everybody, can do something. Everyone has talent, so don't underestimate.
No skills.
And, God willing, that's the need.
Or I might be able to help you out with the
There's
website.
a will, there's a way.
You said this is streaming.
And, if you like,
How do I actually?
on the license.
It's a Ustream, Ustream.tv.
Oh, that's interesting.
Ustream.tv/channel / no, just the letter U.
Please make that clear because most people don't understand in the Western.
Stream, Ustream.tv /channel / PM Beers.
And then also I can speak about how
PM?
so I can teach Spanish.
Oh, wow.
BEERS.
English, Spanish. That's about usually popular in this area. If it's you want to raise popularity, just to get.
Actually, but there's channel goes, yeah. Well, you just.
Go ahead and write that thing.
Yes, yeah, thank you. First for, mentioning lawyers, James Backer, he's the president of Lawyers Guild, kind of the Peace Center.
I didn't write that very well, but that's channel.
He's very willing.
Yeah, it's awesome. Okay.
And more likely you'll find it on
I can help
YouTube.
with media,
Oh, yeah?
anything you need. Even
The
if it's
channel
just
PM
making
Beers.
announcements, like anything in media.
Because,
What hours do you work?
well,
like
I'm streaming off of
newspaper,
Ustream,
radio,
but they
internet?
didn't save the
Oh, radio.
archives.
And anything
So
like that, it's got a
the
blog.
archive might be deleted, but you'll probably find it on YouTube if you don't find it on Ustream.
And you have your contact information
How long
on
is
the
the
side
last
sheet?
one?
I can do it, you should.
I think it's gonna be like 30 days, so it might, yeah,
But it is not on.
Wait, sorry, I didn't catch you.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because YouTube doesn't delete anything. Yeah.
You stream every
Yeah.
meeting.
I know quite a few folks.
I just happened to be here today. I do a lot of activist events, like protests and stuff.
Could I connect you in like a chain email with Sarah about doing
Yeah, later
like,
it'll go on
poetry
YouTube.
or open mic? He's a poet and does other poets. Maybe.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I'm gonna put you here too. Okay, did I not?
Yeah, you skip.
What are you gonna do? You run this place all the time.
Yeah, but I think as part of increasing the importance of this particular printing shop, I thought, I really need the help of the social media at the same time to get the word out. But I thought like having a tutoring or an academic classes for students, specifically in the science realm or in the
Where's the Freedom School being held right now?
the Freedom School unfortunately dissolved. So
They did great classes. They did like calculus, algebra.
yes,
They can't get, we
Can we?
definitely that shit.
we can definitely we can definitely
Can we
reach.
try to bring Freedom School back? I mean, the Venice people were saying how much they loved doing Freedom School here before.
We really don't know, but I am the president of the Los Angeles Socialist.
Yes, nobody's secret, Mom.
Yeah, it's a nonprofit, and we should merge with the Freedom School. I don't know if they have nonprofit status yet, but,
This is LA Socialist?
yeah.
And I was willing to put a time and a date also for it, starting from, let's say, around the evening of Tuesday, from, let's say, around 4 to, let's say, 9 o'clock, and at the same time on Thursday from 4 to 9 o'clock. And if I can get the help of the social media to kind of spread the word out, and whoever wants to stop by.
Okay, so I'm gonna put your name here, and then I'm gonna draw an arrow up here to Benji, because he knows who to talk to at Freedom School, where to go,
Yeah.
I'll find him later. So we can connect Freedom School with social media and get that blasted out so people can come and get free high school educations at our new community center.
Yay.
Okay, so that went way longer and we lost like half our crew, but can we do like a solidarity clap just to be like, this is the end of it?
I know.
All right, thank you everybody.
So, tomorrow you're just gonna be here, like waiting around for this guy, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna call him in the morning and try to get an exact
I mean,
time.
maybe I can come by in the morning with my laptop, cause like all I do really is sit around on the computer and like.
Yeah,
No, I
mean,
work
we
my
should-
ass
we
off,
didn't even
but.
talk about that though, but people love Wi-Fi spaces. That's why people always use Starbucks and they're trying to kick them out. Like, he has Wi-Fi here, so this place could be filled with people working all the
Yeah.
time.
So there's no reason I can't be here than home. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how early I'll wake up though. But I mean,
Turn it into a progressive hackerspace. We have that.
hacker spaces are cool. I went to one in San Francisco like 2 weeks ago. It was so cool.
Yeah, and hacker spaces don't have to be storefront retail. They can just be like a warehouse somewhere, you know what I mean? Because you're not relying on street traffic so much. You're looking at people that you already have solidarity with.
Hello, Global Revolution. I didn't know that we were on Global Revolution until just now. But thank you, Rife.
It is for so many people. I always run
It's been a long day. Oh mon dieu.
You know, also like to draw attention to something that's happening at the New Genesis right now. Again, I think so much everyone is rallying to maintain the space. But what's happening now, I don't want to digress. The New Genesis, does anyone know what the New Genesis is? Well, they're revitalizing this living space with multi-use, part law, part section 8.
Yeah.
And so it's a recovery area. It was prior to gentrification. So in maintenance of, that zone for people who are still, fighting against the education, re-entry of society, trying to maintain a safe zone. And, new gentrification is disregarding the safe zone. So they want, we stopped the illicit license, liquor license, restaurant. Now they're going for licenses for beer and wine, for
I hadn't thought about that though. That's strategy, like, I know, but I mean the strategy of blocking your wine permit. That's a good one.
Well, it's in the process of regentrification because it's more
Like if we both have one email and we're working out of one email, I'd rather do that because I don't want your email and I don't want you to have mine. I don't want your email. You know what I mean?
What? Email cooties? What?
Would you do me a favor? Could you lift this up?
Yeah, here.
Like that?
I'm making the shadow. Let me come over here. Yeah, there.
That's it. That's all I did.
Okay.
Cheerio. What for?
Say hello to the Global Revolution.
Hello, Global Revolution. Your mom was very creative in naming you. Blue. See what I did there?
I saw what you did there.
Pretty clever. I didn't realize I had a beard until this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you must be very busy.
Oh, no. Yesterday it was bald.
This is 1 day's worth of
This
growth.
is 1 day's worth of growth.
I kind of don't believe
I
you.
went like this and went. It just popped out, literally.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's true.
I don't think so.
You approve it.
I can't
There
prove
you
it.
go. In your face. In your
But I can't prove it isn't. You can only prove that something is. You can't prove that something is not.
Mate, no. I mean, you can.
You can't. The only way to prove something is not is to prove that the opposite is.
Or is it?
I don't know. I mean, I can't say that you didn't grow that beard in one day. I can't. Like, that's impossible for me to do, right? Okay, guys, I think that's it for streaming today.
I mean, it's as a community gets developed in a certain way, that's good. But when that development kicks out, everyone who was originally there, like why don't they get the benefit from the development?
That's the bold part of so-called.
Let's go see what's going on upstairs. So this is F-square printing here, and that's what the meeting was talking about, like saving F-square printing, because basically the building has been purchased. There's a new landlord and he wants to double the rent, and anyway, Fernando, who's the owner, has been letting people use the space for activist organizing. I guess he's been doing that for 20 years, using his business space for activism. So we're trying to save the space.
That would be great, yeah, because the only requirement for my list of anti-war is no words.
So up here, this is the space where we have a lot of meetings. This is where we had the media Skillshare. There's also internet, like he rents out the computers for internet. So I don't know, it's a cool place. Hey now. Oh, it's chilly up here. Okay guys, anyway, I'm gonna stop streaming. Goodbye, good night.